When my best ain't enough, I wanna rest, but I'm too tough. My body's aching for sleep without disturbing dreams. My mask is showing its cracks, a broken smile intact. I'm good at playing pretend around both strangers and friends. I'm stuck on an endless merry-go-round, a cyclone of racing thoughts that never stop. And I just wanna feel better, but I can't get out of my head. I don't know what I'll do instead. I just wanna feel better. Will it always be this way? Am I doomed? Is this my fate? My depression, it sucks out all the joy of what I love. Ravenous black hole consuming all that I know. I could scream my lungs dry, punch through walls till I cry. Bloody knuckles, red eyes, oh my. I'm stuck on an endless merry-go-round, a cyclone of racing thoughts that never stop. And I just wanna feel better, but I can't get out of my head. I don't know what I'll do instead. I just wanna feel better. Will it always be this way? Am I doomed? Is this my fate? I just wanna feel better. I just wanna feel better. I just wanna feel better, but I can't get out of my head. I don't know what I'll do instead. I just wanna feel better. Will it always be this way? Am I doomed? Is this my fate? I just wanna feel better. I just wanna feel better. I just wanna feel better. Will it always be this way? Am I doomed? Is this my fate?
Damn, I'm getting really good at timing that out almost perfectly on Mondays. the sharing of the broadcast. You get over there? Did you just crap your pants, old man?
Well, yeah, and I'm happy because now I know Nikki has to come clean it. I don't know about her, but I'm gonna have a good time.
Well, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. As always, it was not long enough. I'll say that. It wasn't a bad Monday today. It was just one of those Mondays that just are like, yeah, it's another week. Screw it. I'm here. Type deal.
No, Chris, I did not. No. The answer is always no.
What up, Chris? What up with you? But anywho, welcome to Men Caring for Men. This is your men's mental podcast. Men's mental.
I smell
one more
toast.
time. Yeah, right. I should try that one more time. What do you think? Welcome to Men Caring for Men, your men's mental health podcast. It is Mental Health Monday. Brought to you by the Nonsensical Network. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out. We are everywhere. Words are fucking hard as hell, Jeff. Check out the network. We are everywhere on all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We do shows live here on the network Monday through Sunday. You can check them all out live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Rumble. We're gonna wade the Rumble waters a little bit longer. I'm kind of liking it. It's a cool little platform. I'm still trying to learn how to navigate it, but we're gonna be in the waters for a little bit longer over at Rumble at the end of the day. And you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at, whether it be Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere, wherever you listen to podcasts, we're there. All at the Nonsensical Network, or simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. All those links are there, including a link to our merch store. If you are interested in buying any merch, it is there. And if you have any ideas or suggestions or anything like that, let us know. And maybe we can make it happen. We've got some hoodies, some shirts, some cups, coffee cups, and whatnot. And as requested, we now have hats. We've got your flex fit, your trucker hats, and your snapback. Or no, I'm sorry, fitted, flex fit, and trucker hats. So we got a little bit of everything going on there. Right now, it's just for the main show and the network, but we'll get all the other shows with their own stuff as well.
I'll figure something out. I'm not super
down the line. Anywho, it is Monday. Welcome everybody. Hopefully, you guys, as I said, you had a good weekend and a good start to your week. We got Connor in the building, and you guys know me. I'm Glick, and if you don't know us, well, be better.
Sorry. Tell
that woman you're busy.
I tried. I don't know if you heard me, but I tried.
Yeah, I like that. You put the curtain up there behind you to kind of hide some of the glow.
Yeah. Now the only glow you're seeing now is from the light above my head, and that is quite the bright little reflection there.
I thought that was
you should suck a fat cock. I'm just saying.
I thought that was just your halo because you're an angel in my eyes.
Because you don't know my intrusive thoughts.
No, I do know your intrusive thoughts. That's the sad part. Sometimes you should keep those in your head.
Put skin on.
Use your inside voice.
Dirty.
Mm-hmm. So
Glick's just standing over in the corner. Whose skin?
Whose skin? What are we doing with the skin?
Why do you have someone's skin? Well, they gave it to me. Did they?
Did they?
I mean, maybe.
I found it.
It's gonna lay in there, so I grabbed it.
You know, with some of the things that you've said about your neighborhood, I could believe that there would just be skin laying around somewhere outside for you.
I'm so sick of living downtown. I never wanted to live downtown, but the house was nice and Nikki was convincing. If you know what I mean.
Jeff said, broken halo just like his legs. He don't got no legs.
But waka waka. You're fucking hilarious, Jeff.
Anywho, it is Monday. Connor, how the hell have you been, man? What's going on in your world?
I was about to ask you that.
You want me to go first? Well, you can go.
Oh,
first.
You can. Okay, I don't care. Well, last Monday I can't. What? Are you going or am I going? Who's going to come first?
Are you? Can we do it at the same time?
Unfortunately, not this time. It doesn't work that way. If we both come at the same time on this platform, then people are going to be confused, and I'm going to have to clean my camera off again.
Yeah, what is going on? That's the first right thing you said.
No, it's not. I never say anything left. Stupid bitch. So anyway,
She's
welcome to
not
Monday
eating.
night, which is quickly devolving into a Saturday.
Yeah. Maybe you should come up on Saturdays more often so you can let your intrusive thoughts out.
Honestly, I should, but these last few weeks have been. I've had shit going on every fucking weekend. Sissy's birthday
had,
party,
Yeah.
and then last weekend we had Doc here, and we were up for a little bit. And then the weekend before that, we went over to fucking my in-laws' house and spent time with my mother-in-law. So anyway, I'm ready for a weekend of no fucking people in my house other than me and my fucking family.
I've been there before.
Like I'm at the point right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my fucking kids to the end of the world and to the end of the earth. But God love me, I'm going to go get lost in the woods for a month just so that I can get a break. Just send me away. I will find my own food. I'll make my own shelter, build my own fire. I'll drink all the water that I can find, but just get me out of the house, but not around other people. You know,
I'm where now. Where am I at, Jeff? No, I totally understand that, man. Because I know, like,
holy broken. I totally understand.
I think I had a stroke.
Gross.
Now the last couple of years, I had the kids full time, and it was just like, they would go to their moms on the weekend, but it was like, oh man, I some weeks I couldn't wait to get to Friday because I was just between work and podcasting and my kids aren't that bad. I mean, they're good kids. They're not very stressful or anything like that. It's just sometimes I want some me time, nobody else in the house. You know what I mean? I just need that peace and quiet.
I want that with all the chores already done.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. I'm trying to. Maybe I won't talk about that. Actually, never mind. Forget that. I have a lot of shit to get done around the house. And Nikki works, so when she gets home, she's fucking tired. And so, if something gets done during the day while everybody's at work or school, then the kids come home, and before Nikki gets done with work, they've fucking torn apart the house again. And I'm just ready to blow my fucking brains out.
Yeah, it's all.
Jeff,
all,
let's make sure it's you. Show us your wiener. I mean,
we've told you the camera doesn't zoom that far.
What's up, boys?
What up, man?
Not much. Jesus Christ. Who did you pay for your haircut? Because you should get your money.
I actually did it myself, so
you should get your money back.
I actually wanted to mention that someone fell off the wagon on Saturday because he didn't even remember we went a second tour.
Oh no! I did once Blaze. Yeah, once Blaze brought it up, I was like, oh yeah, we did. I did totally forget about that.
And then gave me shit because I had to work yesterday.
Well, yeah, I had to work yesterday. Yeah, no, I did. Because, dude, I mean, I've got so much on my mind from this past weekend as it is.
You've
Saturday.
been burning the candle at both ends a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
need to calm the fuck down.
Even like Thursday,
dare I say, like time out.
Well, you see, Jeffy, I could take Monday off his plate if I could have a consistent co-host. But
busy on Mondays.
Yeah. So
well, if you get Doc to stop sitting on your lap and just sit in the.
Well, Doc goes to fucking the academy on Sunday.
Oh,
what's up, man? You have to remember, Doc can't do a show because his girlfriend has to get up for 4th grade in the morning.
Yeah, after seeing his girl, I 100% believe that. Like, you can't tell me different.
Oh my God. My parents were here this week. We're here this weekend for my daughter's birthday, and we're fucking talking. They're like, "Oh, I saw Doc was over at your house last weekend. How's he doing?" And, oh, brought his girlfriend with him. She's super nice. She's a little small. And my dad goes, "What do you mean small?" It's like, she's 4'11" and she's 22. He's like, "Is he sure that she's 22?"
Yeah.
My mom said, did you see an ID? He's like, "No, I didn't. But I also didn't give her any alcohol. So you can't incriminate me."
Yes, I did survive the Taco Bell trauma. Or whatever it was. I survived it. I'm back. I'm good. No, yeah, so like every other Thursday and Friday. Well, every other Thursday, and then of course Fridays I don't do a show no more. But somehow I got roped into doing another show on Thursdays.
What show are you doing?
I think your problem is that you volunteer to do them way too often. You don't like saying
no. He doesn't like to say no.
Yeah, it's both of those. It's both of those things. He's always like, I can co-host for you if you need some help, or I can host for you if you need some help. Or they're like, would you mind hopping on with me? And you're like, yeah, for sure, dude.
He's a big dumb animal, isn't he, folks? It's true. You need to learn to say no. Like, I have too much shit on my plate.
It's 100% true, and that's kind of what happened with the Thursday thing. We all know DJ Bill and Steve. They do their Another Shot podcast. Well, they don't want to listen to me. I told them, I said, "You're doing too much too soon. You gotta find your rhythm in your main show before you start adding a whole bunch of other shows." While they added a sports show on Thursdays. Yeah, I know, right?
Like, he puts it on himself because he can't say no.
So yeah, and that's kind of where that's kind of where it is. They need help. They asked if I would be interested. I was like, yeah, I was actually talking to him before this. I said, look, I may not be able to do every Thursday. I said, it's going to be contingent on, Nikki's at work or whatever. If she's working Thursdays, I'll pop in. If the kids are here, Cash and I do his show on Thursdays. I said, but I'll at least make sure I get my picks into you. But they asked if I could get on there and help out, and of course you guys hit the nail on the head.
But I will say this. I will say this. It is a huge compliment on your part that everybody wants you to be on their show.
Yeah, it's also a good flaw to have.
Wow, I got spanked.
Darn tootin', and I'll do it again.
Oh, try and beat the dog shit out of me, boy. I just realized that.
Oh,
I took L's all across the board. We'll talk about that Wednesday.
He's never mind.
You guys mentioned football, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. I have a fantasy football league.
We'll talk about that Wednesday. No, so yeah, I am doing a lot. I do have a lot on my plate, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it because fuck it.
Send it, pussy.
What?
Start talking, pussy.
I would.
Fill your gut.
I want the tea, Darla.
Yeah. Glick's world no means maybe, and maybe being thumbed down. Pretty much. Love you too, sis. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're not wrong. So, I've had since Saturday, I've had a lot on my mind. As most of you guys know, there's been an issue with myself and another broadcaster, and
now on my shit list.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm still telling you he was just fucking with you, but nonetheless,
I don't give a fuck. That's not the point.
Nonetheless, I'm not telling anybody how they can or can't feel about anything. And Saturday night, after I think he had a little liquid courage, and which is fine because sometimes some of the best discussions are had when you have liquid courage. And of me poking the bear and whatnot, he came up on the show, and And as I was telling Connor and I was talking to Nikki about this, I said when he popped in, like I was ready to jump. I was ready. I was ready to jump and start a fight and get into it. And I had to take a second to compose myself because I made a promise to you guys and I made a promise to the listeners after that last debacle with a few people that was not going to be our show.
Well, it's
that's not what our show is.
It can happen. It just can't happen on the air.
Yeah, like that's not what our show is going to be about. We're not going to be about the yelling and hollering and screaming. And I had a couple people message me as it happened in real time going, Glick, you know what you said. Calm down. I'm like, so I got that. I got this. And Nikki was here, and Nikki and I were talking and whatnot. So I had to let a cooler head prevail, so to say. There's a certain level of respect on a different one, him coming up here and actually coming into the Lions Den. And one of the first things he said to me was, I want to apologize and I would like to, make bite what?
You have to come in.
Kind of busy.
Yeah, you probably should. You need to take a shower again tonight. I know you took one last night, but you've been outside running around playing.
I know.
Yeah, you smell like poopy, boy.
But he that was the other thing that kind of caught me off guard. I didn't expect him to come in and be like, hey, I just want to apologize. And I want bygones be bygones. Cool. I can respect that. So I had to kind of take a step back and I didn't want to go down that road where I was who I used to be on these airwaves, on our platform.
Right.
Jeff can attest to how quick I was to cut somebody's fucking head off and set fire to the world.
Got to be a lover, not a fighter, Jeff. Look.
Yeah, it took everything I had not to call people out last night too, because and I'm not the first person to call people out, because at the end of the day, 90% of what people say when they're angry, I take it as hot air from a buffoon, because I'm like, you're letting something this trivial trigger you got bigger problems.
Yeah,
and we know that Jeff had a cool head the other night because everybody walked away with not broken arms.
Yep, that's fact.
So, and
by the way, my neighbor gets his cast off next week.
Rich and I both said multiple times. Yeah, nice.
I literally just got the bill.
Nice. Rich and I both said multiple times on that broadcast that there is a discussion that does need to be had behind the scenes.
Agreed. And it needs to take place behind the scenes where, something I've noticed, and it's not something you do or I do or anybody, I'm not accusing anybody, but a lot of people, when they're on the air, tend to be different when they're just having a conversation not on the air. And
exactly.
That's my fear of having a discussion like that on the air, is shit's going to get made up. And it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm not about those games. As my neighbor learned, if you're going to talk shit, let's be about it, not talk.
Yeah. So, I don't want our platform to be known like other platforms where it's all drama and yelling and hooting and hollering and everything else. I've discovered in the last couple of years, one thing about me in the last couple of years, and Jeff, you know this about me from our younger days, I can hold a fucking grudge like nobody else.
I still hold grudges against people.
Yeah, I mean, I can hold a fucking grudge like nobody else. And as I've been going down this quote unquote road, this journey of healing and becoming a better version of myself, I've realized it's not worth it to hold the grudges. It's not worth it to hold on to things that are, in the grand scheme of things, they're trivial. So what? Yeah, and I said this on the air Saturday night. The whole issue between Fireman and I, the whole issue between Fireman and Rich and I happened.
Correct.
I said what I said, and I told him this Saturday night. what I said that night that I said it, when I was pissed off, it was meant to sting. It was meant to.
Yeah.
It was meant to strike a nerve, because I felt seriously disrespected that night, and I said I'm not going to take back. I said it, and I meant for it to sting. But the last several months, we've both been taking shots. We've both been taking digs at one another, and I'm. It's trivial at the end of the day. It's not worth it at the end of the day.
You know what I see it as? It's when you take in, when you hold a grudge, it's like swallowing a poison pill.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to get rid of that poison, because it's just going to ruin everything else. It becomes toxic. And it's like, what's the fucking point? We're here for a short time, not a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could make you super strong, like the 007 villain from Skyfall.
Well, this is true, but like me, I still have those I still have those poisons, those toxicities. You'll never know it, but I'll be the first to laugh at you when you fall afterwards.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying Rich and I are going to be besties, but it's a bridge that can be mended. Tony and I are working on mending a bridge. I've said a million times, I've never had a personal problem with Tony. Some of the things that he does and some of the ways that he thinks, I don't agree with, but as human beings, we're not going to agree with everything. Yeah.
You still think Christian Bale was a shitty Batman? That just shows you.
I mean, that's just a fact.
Honestly, if this were the old West, I'd have hung you by now.
See, 2-1.
I would have already shot you. I would have already shot you, like and left you lay in the road like a dog.
Listen here, Thomas Glickian.
But
I knew.
It comes.
Just call me Wyatt Glick.
It comes down to, I'm your Uncle Bird.
Yeah, I'm Doc Glick.
I was about to say, just you wait till Doc comes around that corner behind me. Like,
I'm Doc Glick. You guys are like, you're so drunk, you're probably seeing two of them. That's why I got two guns.
That's why I got two guns. No, but it's like you can let that toxicity consume you, or you can just be like, fuck it, who gives a shit?
Yeah, and I said several months ago, I was doing it just for sheer shits and grins factor.
Yeah, it's a poke in the bear thing.
Yeah, I didn't care enough to actually, be that freaking butthurt about it. So, no, for me personally, and I'm not going to tell anybody what they should do in their personal life, but for me personally, it's just better to let things go, and rather than to hold on to them.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy, you and I are in the same fucking boat. We're rowing down that fucking stream. Trust me.
Speak for yourself, pussy. All the people on my shit list are going to die before I'm done.
So we'll see,
on their graves. God damn it.
We'll see what the future has in store. But yeah, like I said, for for us and the network, I don't want the yelling and screaming and the hooting and hollering and acting foolish and all that other shit on the air. It's unnecessary. It disrupts everything. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put it out, and we'll reiterate it more throughout the week. I gave Jeff a job for Saturdays, and much like we have our canceled and good job, dickhead, and different things like that. If we're ever in a position where things are starting to get out of control, I'm going to say time out. Jeff's going to pull it up on the screen, and I'm going to mute everybody's fucking mics but mine.
Yeah.
And
it's regardless, because basically what we're going to do, because Glick is main host on Saturday, Glick will get his chance to speak, and then he gets muted, and the person that he's discussing gets unmuted and can say their piece. Because the problem when it comes to
calm, quiet man
arguments, yeah, exactly. It's if everybody just starts talking over everybody, what's the fucking point? Because nobody can hear a fucking thing. And it becomes this giant weird echo chamber of screaming and hollering, and I got bigger fish to fry than that shit.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put everybody in a timeout and collect yourselves. Nobody has to leave, nobody has to get mad, but everybody's gonna shut the fuck up because it is my show, and I don't want to, well, it's our show, but it's my show. I'm the guy on Monday nights, so don't take it personally. Everybody's gonna get it, because
Not
that
me. I have
happens.
control.
You won't catch me slipping, slut.
That happens. That happens throughout. It does happen from time to time, and it happened again Saturday. So, where
I think one of the new rules of the network is if you got beef, take it off fucking air, because that's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we are a comedy-based network. Yes, we have serious points. We have certain things we talk about. This is a serious show, but 90% of what we do is comedy-based. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to escape the problems of our real lives, of the drama and bullshit that we go through day to day. We don't need to spend 6 hours or 4 hours or however many hours online dealing with other bullshit that doesn't fucking matter, because it's the fucking internet. If I want a problem with something, I can look up about 400,000 things I have a problem.
And we're also not doing this shit so that we can have fucking debates with people.
Unless you're on Whose Argument Is It Anyways? That's a debate show.
That's a debate show. That's a debate show where you have fun about stupid shit, and you debate over stupid shit that doesn't make any fucking difference. But if you have a serious political view that you want to come up here and fucking talk about, this is not the place.
Not even political. Just your opinion.
I don't want it. I don't need it. This is meant to be satire and funny. If you want to make a point through satire and being funny and silly, that's great.
100%.
Jeff does it all the time, and I think some of the shit he says is off the wall fucking ridiculous.
But
so does Blaze.
But it makes you think, don't it?
But they make it funny, and it doesn't turn into a yelling or screaming match or this is my point. I'm going to be super serious about it when we're trying to have a Saturday night, which is just go out, have fun, relax, forget about your fucking problems. Saturday night.
And I understand it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's regardless.
And that's why the timeout thing is here. So we can collectively conversate and not yell and scream over each other, because that just derails. I mean, it derails everything so quick, and then it's just like, ugh, I don't even want to do this show anymore tonight. Type deal.
And that's there was a point. There was a point on Saturday that I was like, you know what? I'm ready to call it a night already.
Yep, that's happened. Yeah. That's happened a few times, and I definitely get to that point too. 100%.
But I think we were able to salvage it. I think it didn't go too far, haywire. But like I said, also, what I do and the decisions I make for myself is nobody's business but me.
Exactly.
These are decisions that I need to make for myself, for my sanity, for my mental well-being, and we each are allowed to do and say our own thing. And I'm not telling anybody what they can and can't do. I'm just asking for some sensibility when you come up on our shows. We try to have fun doing the open panel, the open door challenge. We try to have fun with it, and it's not an open opportunity for people to come on and start yelling and screaming and fussing and fighting and everything else. 100%. If you want to do that, I can give you a couple apps that you can go do that to your heart's content. At the end of the day,
go talk to some.
And I'm not talking to anybody in general. I'm not talking about anybody specifically or anything like that. I'm just saying as a across the board statement. I've said it before.
I'm sorry. I get excited. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Fuck.
You won't get that time out.
Yeah. I'm just a broad statement. Yeah. A broad statement across the board.
No idea.
If you want to do the yelling and screaming and huffing and puffing and everything like that,
there's other shows that allow that.
Yeah. Do it on your own time. Do it on your own. Like I said, my initial gut reaction was, here we go, game on.
Which was, and I'm not calling you out, but that was a wrong decision.
No, and I'm glad that I didn't go down that road. I'm really glad I didn't.
And it sounds like he completely disarmed you of that, though. It seems
yes
like,
and no. Yes and no. Yes,
kind of like
no.
what I was
yes
saying
no.
backstage.
Nice. Yes and no. Like I said, there were people in real time that I couldn't believe how fast the text came through or the messages came through.
I
that were watching
we had that
in real
many
time.
people.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Right?
I couldn't.
This says 2. I just got a message from 45 people.
Yeah, that came through in real time, and a couple people that I truly I have a lot of respect for and whatnot. So yeah, I'm glad that we were able to have a conversation like grown-ups. Evening, guys. Always good to talk things out. Appreciate Glick giving me the opportunity to do so over the weekend. I do agree. Cool heads always prevail. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
Saturday's lineup while we're here.
Yeah, sometimes you do just got to let karma do its things. Watching the Bills and Jags. My heart says go Bills, but my picks say go Jags. I am fucking never mind. I'll talk about it Wednesday. Oh my! I don't even know if I'm going to be able to contain myself until Sunday. Oh my gosh! I ate a big old shit sandwich this week in fantasy football and picks.
Right? I didn't realize how bad I did until just like 2 minutes ago. Pissed.
Yeah.
I lost, but I didn't do too terribly.
Yeah, I had a big old shit buffet as far as football goes this week. The only I'll say this: the only shining moment of the of football this weekend for me was Michigan beating
almost
USC.
losing to USC. Almost losing to USC.
Sorry, we couldn't play Marshall.
The schedules blow my fucking mind. It absolutely blows my fucking mind. You guys are playing all ranked teams for like the first 4 games of the season, and we're playing all unranked teams until the last 4 games of the season.
And we have to play everybody that just joined the Big Ten this year.
Mm-hmm.
You guys play Oregon, I think.
We played Oregon. I was genuinely surprised when USC didn't pull it out. You guys played the clock right, but we won't talk about that. It's Monday night. I just felt like letting you know I actually watched your shitty team play football this weekend.
Yeah, we got lucky. We'll call a spade a spade. I'll call a spade a spade. They got lucky. It
was a good ass game though. It's a great fucking game.
Oh, it was a great game. It was a classic matchup between those two. They played in the past and stuff like that. It was a good game. But no, man, like I said, I will say, from
anybody that picked the Cowgirls is wrong.
We'll talk about that Wednesday. And we'll talk about that Sunday as well. Make sure you tune into Unnecessary Roughness on Sunday night or Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, whatever time it's on this coming Sunday, because the guys are going to have a field day with my dumb ass.
Jeff,
how bad did you lose?
Oh, no, I'm not talking to fantasy football. I'm talking about my picks and my crazy predictions.
I was. I love that you think I pay attention to that, by the way.
No, you just tune in so you can hear the guys serve me up a nice heaping.
I will make sure I record it so I can play it on next Saturday. Every time you fuck up, I'm like, yeah, remember that time?
I will be disappointed in the guys if they don't give me shit on Sunday after I blame Saturday night for my head wasn't in the right frame yesterday to be making football.
You know what? It would have been if you scored roughly about as many points as I did this week. Jesus.
Yeah, it was bad.
You guys see
nonetheless,
memes with fucking Tua going back to practice, and it's like a picture of radio doing the high steps.
There was a reel that I seen, and it said Tua every time he sees a 230-pound linebacker barreling down on him. It was like this big monster and he was like leading this army. It looked like some nerd game, like Lord of the Rings. And he had like this big blockhead, and he just runs into the side of a wall and blows a hole in the wall. But then the monster like falls over and is laying on the ground. But no, anyways, no, like I said, you know, I'm glad that Saturday, you know, with some minor hiccups and whatnot, I'm glad one issue in my life was, you know, not. And again, not even that major of an issue.
I wouldn't even say resolved, but it was like it was. It's
taking a time out, and we're gonna start moving past it. Like I said, you know, everybody has those moments. You know, there's been people in my life that I've had fights with, and then, you know, some months will go by or a year or whatever will go by, and we run into each other, and we sit down, we talk about things, we have a beer, whatever. We say what we need to say, and then we move on. You know, whether we save it for, and I say this, and I've said this to Bill a lot. In this broadcasting world, sometimes it's easier to swallow your pride and save a friendship or save an acquaintance rather than lose a friendship over broadcasting or streaming. You know, I said, hell, you know, I had to do it with Mike. Mike and I were starting to butt heads a lot. And it had nothing to do with anything other than our personal lives getting in the way of our podcasting. And it came to a head on a show one night, and then everybody freaked out, but nobody knew that behind the scenes, that same night when the show was over, Mike and I reached out to each other and was talking to each other. And we settled things. And I told him, you need to get your personal life in order. And he agreed. And I said, I got to work on some things. I said, but this isn't saying you can never come back. Let's just get your life in order, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, then we'll go from there. One blip was dimmed. So, you know, and again, like I said, this is something that I've learned, because 3-4 years ago, I would have jumped at the opportunity.
Yeah, you would have been firing fucking brimstone for 6 months.
Yeah. Nice. So, you know, it's a sign of growth. It's a sign of maturity.
I don't have growth.
And it's I grow outward. I've been that way my whole fucking life, and it's like, what do I have to be angry about anymore these days, man? My kids are good, you know.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
For the first time in a long time, actually, maybe ever, I'm in an actual loving relationship with an actual partner.
Finally.
You know. Yeah.
Now, where's number 3 at?
She's in the house watching Mormon Lives. She's watching Jeff's in-laws.
My people, my family.
No, and I'm happy with what we're doing here on this little network, on our little blip on the internet. You know, I'm happy with what we're doing with it. I think we're starting to make moves. We're starting to do things. Opportunities are opening up for me, not just for me. I mean, I'm the one that's going to them because I'm here, but those opportunities are for all of us because I'm representing the network, and I'm representing
you're
all of us.
The face of the network.
And you know, Blaze isn't so far away that he's like, man, I'm down. I'll make the drive up. I'll come up and do the things with you too. So, you know, if I can alleviate other issues and other quote unquote problems, why let them linger? Why let them be there?
Well, and that's the one thing you always got to remember is like, there are 3 things you need to worry about: your health, your family's health, and can you survive?
Yeah.
On what you make, so to speak, or you know, what you're doing. If you got food on the table, you're healthy, your family's healthy, you ain't got no fucking problems. Let's be honest.
What if I don't have any of that?
Well, yeah, you're a special case.
Like, well, we also have to work on it.
My health is terrible. My family's health is in danger because my health is terrible.
Well, no, but that's a different kind of health. You're in that same boat that I was in when I first got out, that I didn't give a fuck about anybody. Like my wife.
Listen, I'm just saying, if you hear something about a murder suicide in Evansville, Indiana,
Jesus Christ, Connor.
just keep
I've been there.
scrolling. Keep scrolling.
I've been there. You know, there's those days where you're just looking for places to bury the body.
Oh my God!
I totally get it. I got 9 spots picked out just in case, you know. But
does Jeff ever remind you of Bill Engvall? Holy shit!
Yeah.
But like way uglier.
Yeah, but funnier. Let's be honest. Yeah.
He's like here. You're like.
No, but it comes down to it. It comes down to the one thing dealing with your mental health issue that I know you're struggling with. I know exactly what you're going through because I went through the same thing when I got out. The one thing you need to remind yourself is that you have a loving, caring family, and everything else is bullshit.
Yeah, see, and I think Glick and I discussed this, I think, in depth before the show. He's going to run for president in 2028. You're going to be his VP, and I'll be the SecDef. And he's not going to touch anything that has to do with foreign policy. My foreign policy is just going to be to kill everyone except us.
Well, you and I have already discussed on the fact that we can take out a small country between you and me.
Fucking told him we should start our own fucking country. You don't have to run for president if you own the fucking country. If you're the dictator.
Exactly.
Mr. President Glick. Mr. President Glick, what are we going to do with Iraqi relations? Oh, not my circus, not my
sure they're going to be a sheet of glass in about 3.
I'm going to send Connor and Jeff over there, and they'll take care of it.
Go talk to Connor. That's his department.
What do you mean you nuked everyone other than us? I mean,
my finger slipped.
We don't have any more foreign policy problems. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Problem solved.
It's just like those abortion T-shirts. Problem solved.
That's we'll have merch when we get elected. Instead of taxes, no new taxes, but you will be forced to buy merch.
Yeah. No.
You're caught walking the streets without it on you. Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
No. Jeff hears Iraq, but his brain says it goes to Iraq. It's a car joke, Jeff. Even I got that.
Yeah, I got it. I was doing something else. See? There
that was a car joke?
Yeah, the
Iraq C28 Camaro.
Not tracking.
Well,
imagine that.
I just like watching things.
The IROC was a piece of shit car. Out of all the Camaros, the IROC is the biggest piece of shit.
Just like Iraq is. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the same ballpark. Let me get. No, go ahead. Roll that out because it's the same.
No.
C28. The IROC C28 was a big piece of shit. Seriously underpowered and the handling of a mule cart.
Uh-oh.
Like if you tried to draw handling from memory.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible car.
No, I will say, before we go to break here, we're gonna take a real quick break.
Happy birthday, youngin'.
Happy birthday, Princess Poopy Pants.
Happy birthday.
You had pancakes, didn't you? Yes, you did, you liar.
Happy birthday.
Oh, you're getting chocolate on my shirt.
Yeah,
you say hi.
Hi.
I don't know. I've never owned an IROC. I refused to buy one. Because I knew they were a piece of shit.
Trailer park world.
And I've never lived in a trailer park, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. No, I will say, this weekend, kind of get back on subject here. It was nice to kind of be at the beginning stages of getting something off of my chest that's been bothering me for a little while.
I'm years from that.
Well, yeah, you and some other people I know have the same mindset of just.
I just like to watch the world burn. I'm just saying.
I mean, I do too, to a certain degree, as long as it's not my fucking world. Like my bubble here, you know what I mean? The rest of the world could go to hell in a handbasket, but I'm focused on my bubble. This is like my bubble being Nikki and the kids and you guys in the network and like my job and stuff like that, you know, and then, you know, trying to fix and mend what I can fix along the way. Like I said, some things they deserve to be fixed and mended. Other things, I burnt that bridge for a reason and I'll never go back to rebuild it.
Oh, I'm not the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I burn bridges like
but I'm fine with that because I burnt those bridges for a reason, and there's a reason why there is no mending or there's no going back.
Right. Well, it's not. Yeah, you're not doing it for the sake of doing it. You're doing it because for reasons, you know, and some reasons are valid, and whether you think they're valid or somebody else thinks they're valid are two different things. But at the end of the day, it's that whole cutting out the toxic people in your life that make you feel miserable, make you feel like shit. I don't have time for shit like that in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
I consider myself a pretty happy guy. And if somebody wants to shit on me, go ahead, because you just lost somebody that can be loyal as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody 100%. Can speak on my loyalty, is you.
He has no loyalty at all, people. Don't let him.
None. I'll sell you out for a 50-cent piece, motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
And he has. He sold me out one too many times, and I stuck him in a crate and mailed him to Cancun.
What do you guys want? Okay. You need to go take a shower.
No, I've said it a million times over, and I'll probably say it a million more times.
Mama's gonna give you my diploma. What time is it? Johnstown.
Okay.
I said no.
What time is it?
Okay.
I need
What time is it?
for the preschool.
Okay.
So I called her earlier to ask her if she could make sure she grabbed it.
Okay.
So just know that you're gonna be expecting that.
Okay.
So she forgets to give it to you.
Gotcha. No, what I was gonna say is, you know, as far as our friendship goes, you know, you're the one guy that I've always been able to count on, and it doesn't matter if we're next door neighbors or we're a million miles apart, or if we go a day without talking to each other, or if there's been in our friendship, there's been years that have gone by, but you know, life happens. But then, you know, 10 years could go by and we start talking again, and it's like there was no 10-year
like
gap.
It was yesterday. Well, you know, The funny thing is like the only reason you and I fell out is because school ended, and you know, I joined the Navy and went all over the world, and we lost contact because of that. And then when I got on social media, you were on social media. I was like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" And we were off to the races.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy, you little bitch! You didn't talk to me for years. Where have you been?
I don't have to look for a place. I know where to put them. I can dispose of a body with the best of them. Let me tell you.
Oh, is that right? See, Jeff,
you can quote me.
Jeff, I don't work for any 3-letter agencies. I work for ME. All right.
I will categorically say I do not work for any 3-letter agencies anymore.
Happily.
What is that? I don't know what this is.
I was offered a lot.
All 3 of you have my vote.
Well, there we go. We've started the campaign, boys.
Honestly, how much money do we need to raise?
I don't know.
$20.
World president. What's your foreign policy? There is none. We're the world. You ever heard that song? We are the world.
That's our theme song. As we skip into Congress, y'all are out.
Get the fuck out,
motherfuckers.
We are now the dictators. I mean, the democratically appointed presidents.
Yes. You voted
Jeff.
for those motherfuckers.
I am the dictator, and Jeff and Connor are the dictators. Wait, what?
Only on
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm glad you
I would've-
got that day taken. I took Sundays. I don't go to church. I just go see Glick.
We got the weekend covered. That's all that matters.
Yeah, right. God damn.
I'll take Saturdays. You take Sundays. We keep him happy. That's all we know. We're seeing the world.
Russia's threatening us with war. All right. No more head for Glick.
Got him off.
Yeah. No, I do want to take a real quick break and try to get back on. I don't know what song this is, so I guess I'm just going to surprise myself and everybody else. I don't have it properly labeled, so we'll be back here in just a few minutes. And I don't know where the conversation is going to go. I know Connor had an idea of something he wanted to talk about, so maybe we'll dive down that pigeonhole.
That might wait till next time. We'll see.
Found you when your heart was broke. I filled your cup until it overflowed. Took it so far to keep it close. I was afraid to leave you on your own. I said I'd catch you if you fall, and if they laugh then fuck them all. And then I got you off your knees, push you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. And tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me? Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why, thinking you can live without me, live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why, gave love about 100 tries, just running from the demons in your mind. Then I took yours and made them mine. I didn't notice cause my love was blind. I said I'd catch you if you fall, and if they laugh then fuck them all. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet, just so you can take advantage of me. And tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me? Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why, thinking you can live without me, live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why. You don't have to say just what you did, I already know. I had to go and find out from them. So tell me how's it feel, yeah. And tell me how's it feel sitting up there, feeling so high but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely thinking you can live without me, thinking you can live without me? Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why, thinking you can live without me, live without me. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. I don't know why.
You're coming to America.
I'm glad that everything unfroze. The music froze up on me while we was playing, so I was like, well, nothing else is frozen because I can still see my stupid head moving. Welcome back to Men Caring for Men, everybody. We had a little conversation about weekend events and me growing as an individual and learning to let things go on and move on from stuff. We're gonna get back here on track. I don't know what we're gonna talk about next. We'll see what happens. But welcome back to Men Caring for Men. It is a part of the Nonsensical Network. Go ahead and check us out. We are everywhere on them socials. Shows live Monday through Sunday, and you can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts at. We are all there at the network, the Nonsensical Network, or scrolling right down there at the bottom of your screen. It is bio.link/Nonsensical Network. That has all of our links there, including the link to our merch store if you want to buy anything, and feel free to. Nobody's going to force you. But if you want to support us, that'd be greatly appreciated. It is Monday night. I did forget to mention at the beginning of the show, every Monday is an open panel. It's an open forum. It's an invitation to all men who want to come up and participate in the conversation, or if they got something weighing heavy on their mind. Or if they got something weighing heavy on their mind and they want to talk about it, you are welcome to join us. It is Men Caring for Men, a men's mental health podcast. Not that we discourage the ladies from watching us. We do. We enjoy your input, and we enjoy having you guys in the chatters box as well. But the link is in the chat. What's going on, Bathurst and daughter? That was Nate Moran, by the way. He is a more popular known rock country guy. He is somebody that I'm working on getting on Glick's House of Music, but that was a cover. I don't know who originally sang the song, but I think he did a better job, me personally. Anywho,
you're not biased.
No, I mean, I like the other band that did it. I can't think of who they are right off the top of my head. I just think that with his voice and everything like that, he did a better job with it. He's not on the show yet, so I don't have to be biased. Not
You don't have
biased.
to be nice.
No, you're supposed to wait till after the show to be mean. If you do it before the show, then they're never going to come on your show.
I just keep it
dummy.
I keep it 100. I keep it 100.
You know, Chris, I've never really truly wanted to slap you, but just a second ago, I thought about it.
Right?
Yeah, see, that's you keeping it 100.
Give it a couple years. It goes away. you learn.
Anyways.
He's like a dog that pees on the carpet a little bit too often. And so there's just that one spot in your house where you're just like, fuck it. Like, you just accept it.
Yeah, well,
don't worry.
We'll just burn the house down.
Glick just keeps pissing on that one spot of carpet, and doesn't matter how many times you rub his nose in it. He's just going to keep going back there.
Yeah. There's a whole ass another podcast that want to knock me off my peg as the champ. Another shot podcast said if we do anything at all, we have to beat Glick. We cannot let Glick come into our backyard and beat us at our football.
I'll be honest, that's my way of thinking with everything when it comes to you in any sort of competition. Is just to make yourself stop calling yourself the champ. Although the last time you stopped calling yourself the champ, you called yourself the God. So give and take.
I'm a generous God. I'm a loving God. I'm not God. I'm a God.
You're not my God.
God.
You might be my president, but you're not my God.
But anyways, what else are we going to talk about tonight, man?
Daughter and your wife is going to España for 10 days. That's fucking awesome. Tell them to go check out Toledo and Madrid. Madrid's pretty. Toledo's gorgeous.
Nice. Beautiful.
What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with yourself for a whole 10 days with no adult supervision, Michael?
Masturbate a lot.
He needs to sleep in. Once I want him to sleep in. Just for
that's rich. That's rich. That guy, he's retired, and that man is still up at like 5:30 every morning. It's like, bro.
Oh my God, it's like my fucking grandfather.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'll have more time.
I go
this
to
week.
bed at 5:30.
he said, I will be very happy.
He'll be able to sit in silence for 5 minutes, just saying, calling it now.
We were talking about that at the beginning of the show, man. That alone time, that silent time, where as much as I love Nikki and I love the kids, I look forward to Sundays, or when I don't have well, I do have a podcast. I know, Blaze.
No, but you don't have responsibilities to worry about.
You don't have sponsorabilities.
Well, yeah.
Responsibilities.
Yeah. It's just I can sit around. I'll do the football show, which is so I enjoy doing all these shows. I love doing all these shows, and I do have a lot on my plate. I do put a lot on my plate, but that's also good for me. That's also good for me. But I just do the show on Sunday. It's an hour long, hour and a half, whatever. And then the rest of the day, and it's early in the day, so then I have the rest of the day. Nobody's here. I can play video games. I can watch my shitty movies that nobody wants to watch with me.
You give me another blowjob. It's just
Connor comes
it's
over.
Never happened. That's happened a lot, but not what Connor said.
Well, he has Sundays. That's not on me. That's on him. No, but like that alone time. It's like right now I'm going through the ringer here with the wife being stuck in Europe because I don't have any cash. But even the little bit that I get in the mornings and afternoon when I go to the store is like 5 minutes where I don't have to listen to somebody arguing or asking questions or whatever the case may be. I could just zone the fuck out for that 5 minutes. Granted, I wish it was longer, and I can't walk any slower than I do. But I mean, I can walk like Connor and drag myself there, but who wants to do that? But
Mike, after this week, Mike, I think you'll take those words back. I served myself a big old shit sandwich in my football pitch.
Yeah, everybody's gonna watch him eat crow on Sunday.
I'm just gonna put this out there as of right now, and we're gonna talk more about it on Wednesday on What the Fuck News. Going into the 2 games tonight on my picks, I was 1-12. That's Jeff. That's not good. I got 1 right out of 13.
Oh, I understand.
However,
1-12 is shit.
However,
comma.
the other guys weren't that far ahead. They weren't that far ahead of me. I think the winner as of this week has 3. As of right now, before these 2 games tonight, have like 3 or 4 right. So we all ate shit. I just made wild, outlandish predictions that. But
at the time you mildly believed them, right? Or you just kind of made shit up on the fly, like I would.
My Dolphins.
You made educated guesses. You made educated guesses.
My Dolphins prediction. I was just being a smart ass. Like I didn't truly believe it, but and I was being a wise ass, and it came back and bit me in the ass. But no, I mean it was a wild weekend in football. I think a lot of people's picks took hits this week. I think a lot of people got shit sandwiches served to them on their picks and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I do enjoy my Sundays, and then on Saturdays when the kids aren't here, usually Nikki goes into work in the morning, and she works like 12 hours on Saturdays, and I have all the way up until showtime to just volley fuck around the house. Yeah. If the kids are here, Cash and I are usually catching up on wrestling or whatever. But yeah, man, that peace and quiet, and we've talked about it. We've talked about it on this show before about needing balance in your life.
Oh, 100%.
And creating time. And I also think the other thing that's really kind of been good for me is going back to the gym.
Really?
Yeah, because I was starting to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was slowly starting to fall into a depression over my weight. I don't like what I see in the mirror when I go get in the shower and stuff like that. So I was slowly starting to fall into a little bit of a funk. Plus the fact that you know, I can laugh and joke about it. You guys can laugh and joke about it, but I mean, I
I
told you guys before, I got on Nikki's parents' scale the last time we were down there, and all it said was, I turned the scale retarded. Right. Yeah, I turned the scale retarded.
Well, no, but I've said this a million times. I've said this a million times. You are not a fat guy.
Yes, you are.
No. I have a point. You're not a fat guy. You're tall as fuck. And yes, you have a little bit more weight to you than I do, but it's spread out over a bigger area. You know, like if I weighed as much as you did, I would look like a big circle because I'm 5'3". And I'm actually getting to that, Michael. But the fact, like you going to the gym, that actually stresses me out more. Believe it or not, what's bringing me peace lately is I'm teaching myself new programs on the computer here. The slicer programs for 3D printing, the CAD programs. I'm learning more and more each day about film editing. I'm learning more and more each day about spreadsheets and things like that, what you can do and how to work on them. That stuff, you want to talk about that complicated, overly complicated shit that I don't need. It takes my mind off of everything else because it's a problem I can fix. I just got to figure it out. It sounds weird, but that's my peace. That's my sanity, because I'm like, I don't have to focus on this problem that I can't fix. Let's focus on something I can. That's my newest peacemaking, so to speak. But like the gym is not one of them. I just don't like people. And you know, if I had a gym in my house, I just wouldn't use it.
The gym makes me. The gym is a good place for me to like get rid of a lot of my anger. Mm-hmm. Like I'm always come back from the gym significantly
calmer,
more tolerant. Yeah.
Okay.
I give my family way more grace than I usually do because I get out all of my anger and irritations and all
fear
that shit at the fucking gym.
Liquid death.
Can you pick me up some black cherry and some watermelon Propel? That'd be great. Thanks, buddy. You're good looking out.
Like, when it comes to getting out frustration and anger,
water.
You said your are you both on that same thing where the gym gets out those frustrations and angers? And
the gym
so
yeah. The gym's where I beat the shit out of the weights, dude. That's where I get to be angry and I get to be mad and I get to get that anger out at the same time as I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, see, I'm the exact opposite. I'm a giant bottle rocket.
So this will make me sound
crazy. Down. Wait for it to explode and explode on the wrong person. Because somebody looks at me weird once it's too full, they'll die.
And then end up with charges and having to pay for somebody's broken arm.
Yeah.
Worked the last time.
This will not that
nobody
this is
in my
the
neighborhood
craziest
fucks
thing
with me.
I've ever
I'm
said,
just saying.
Yeah. The gym for me has always been that place where all the voices inside my head, you know, the self-doubt, the self-worry, the being my own worst enemy, you know, everything, those voices in my head are calm. I can zone out and it allows me some clarity and time to get some peace of mind and kind of work through things where if I'm going through something or something's bothering me, a lot of times I can't just process it because I've got every other damn thing else going on in my head. I put my earbuds in, I listen to my music. You guys get a sample taste of the music that I like. You know what I'm into, you know, with the interviews I do on Glick's House of Music. You know where my head is as far as music goes. So I mean I can, which is everywhere. But I can plug my earphones in or my earbuds in and I just work out and it is also a way to release some frustration. You know, I'm not like I'm not in the gym like 900 pounds, like blah, 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 blah. I'm just doing my workout, but at the same time, I'm releasing some of that pent up
that's the
pressure.
motion.
I went like this.
I'm clipping
Yeah,
that.
I went like this.
Yeah.
I'm clipping that.
Yeah, this is why I come to the gym right here.
Yeah, I'm clipping that. Put
The
penis.
only one getting clipped is you, Connor. Yeah. No, so I mean, yeah, that's back in the day, I used to, go. I would box or whatever, I did a little Muay Thai, kickboxing, and that was a way that I could, because when I was younger, I was an angry ball of fucking fire, man. I had a lot of anger issues and stuff like that, so I had to learn ways to let my anger out and let my frustrations out and not hurt myself or somebody else.
Well, see, that's where I run into a problem with the gym. If I'm going through it and I go to the gym, I'm going to work out 10 times harder and end up hurting myself because I'm an idiot.
It gives me, the gym gives me.
I know I'm an idiot.
Clarity. Yeah, it allows me to. When something's bothering me, it gives me the opportunity, like I said, to have a clear head and look at it at different angle, which is kind of what happened Saturday night. I had that brief moment of fire, and then it was like, hold on a second, let me pause and kind of look at it a different way, type deal. So, which is something I've gotten really good about too in the last couple of years, is taking that time out inside my head and going, all right, dummy, you can do it this way, and you're going to look like an asshole. And you're going to make your guys look like an asshole, or make your guys look like assholes too, because they're all in here with you, or you can approach it a different way. So,
see, I'm not quite like that at the gym. There's no calm or quietness that comes over me at the gym.
No.
While I'm at the gym, like, all I can hear is people fucking screaming and yelling, and somebody's arguing with me inside of my fucking head, and I'm sitting there, and I just take it out on the weights. And like Glick, I don't lift 900 pounds like I used to, but I'll sit there and I just fucking go until I can't go anymore, because I'm sitting there arguing with myself inside my head. Yes, I always hurt really bad afterward, but that's also how
but that's the thing.
That's also how I got really strong really fast while I was in the Army.
Right. It's like, I'm very similar, as in, I'm not doing crazy amounts of weight, but my reps will be through the fucking roof because I'm pissed off, and I'm just working through it in my head. And next thing you know, I'm like, did I really do 40 reps of that? What an idiot. And then the next day, I can't lift my arm. Can somebody give me a glass of water?
You Navy dudes are such pussies.
No, but it's like, I don't. I've learned that the gym is not the place for me because of the simple fact I'm gonna hurt myself, because I get in my head and I don't watch what I'm doing. Like, I just I'm hitting the bench and 40 reps goes by. I'm like, why did I just do 40 reps?
Yeah.
So I've
you get lost in your workout.
Yeah, and I've learned the gym is not the place for me, because then after 3 weeks of that, or 3 months of that, I'm like, I don't have any shirts that fit anymore. Because it's like, why did I just gain 50 pounds?
My fucking weight fluctuation was crazy, dude. I went to Korea at 185, 190. And I came back at 205 because I just packed on a whole bunch of muscle.
Yeah.
And then I was home for like 2 months, and I was up to 230.
Buy all new t-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm up to 230 now. And then it's just like, dude, what the fuck? I was in mediums. I wear a double XL now.
Need a very small screwdriver to fix it. How small?
Glick might be able to help you with his technique.
He's got something small.
But no, if I want to like calm my headspace and get,
I'll be right over, Michael. I got you covered.
If I want that that calm headspace, I have to go out in the woods, dude. I have to go get lost, man. I go where nobody else is.
I try to do that, but I live in a city. It's like impossible. But what I will go for walks. I will go for walks. Like I don't do it lately because I'm here alone with kids. But like if the wife's home, like I'm going for a walk. I'll be back sometime. And she's learned to like if he goes for a walk, just wait till he gets back. He'll eventually stumble back when he's hungry. Because he didn't take any cash with him. He didn't take any money with him. He left his wallet here. He like I've literally left the house to go on I'm pissed off at the world. Let's burn it all down and start over. And I didn't even take the fucking house keys. Where I have to come back and like,
hey, sweetheart, I'm sorry I left.
I'm sorry, I was angry. Not at you, I was just angry.
Not at you, I promise.
But I've come back, in Cancun being 10,000 degrees all the time. She's like, why are you dehydrated? I don't know. I just went for a 12-hour fucking walk in the 10,000 degree heat, and I didn't take any cash with me because I'm an idiot. I had to get out of my head. But it's a split second decision when I do it. It's from 1 second to the next. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going
9, 10, something like
and
that.
I'm out the door before I even realize what I said.
Yeah.
What?
See, I wish I had the freedom to do that sometimes, but I'm also kind of glad I don't.
Well, I've learned that my new thing is like I'll turn on the computer and start teaching myself a new program.
Start teaching yourself Spanish.
I speak Spanish.
How fluently?
I'd say about 60%.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Considering I don't talk to anybody except for the people at the store when I go buy cigarettes. And it's literally one word.
See, every time I try and go for a walk around my block, though, or down my street, I end up just fucking paranoid. I end up in a worse spot going for a walk down the street than I would if I would have just gone in the woods in the middle of the night and got lost.
Yeah,
that's because you live in the ghetto, bro.
I do live in the fucking ghetto, dude. Holy fuck!
I mean,
I will have a blast.
I mean, I would go to the woods, but I spent most of my life living in the woods, so it's nice to be.
I was gonna say you grew up there, so like, do you really want to go home?
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, I grew up. My parents had 50 acres, and it was 90% woods, and it was I could go out in the woods for 4 or 5 days. Nobody even know where I am. I could be standing next to you. You wouldn't know it. I hunt and eat my own food. Hunt,
Is that
kill,
property still available?
Actually, it's for sale right now.
Mm-hmm. Think I get it for less than a quarter?
No. Maybe
I don't need the house. I don't need the house that's on it. I just need the land.
That house I actually helped build.
Oh shit! I don't want that. Never mind. Yeah, no, you keep it.
That house originally started. That house was originally started built in, I think, 62, and I
only collapsed twice.
No. My grandfather built that house, and then when my parents bought it from my grandparents, I've rebuilt the 2-car garage. I've rebuilt the barn, and Dad and I added a 3-car garage, the new enclosed porch in the backyard, and the wraparound porch on the front. And we've refurbished the basement.
2 1/4?
Yeah, without the land. That's just the house. The last time I checked, it was 2.25.
Jesus Christ. See, I just need to hit the fucking Mega Millions.
Right? Well, I'm sure it's a lot more now because of the economy, but that's a whole other ballgame.
Listen, I figure I only need to win $50 million and I'll be set. That's all I need. Let the government let the government take their 25.
Oh, you're talking about before the government gets
I'm talking about before
your titty?
Yeah, before they fucking put their money in my pocket.
Fair enough.
But any Jew.
No, but like
I'll have dreams.
Like I said, lately I watch a lot of tutorials on the stuff I'm doing, then I actually do what I'm trying to figure out on these programs. That way, when I can afford the equipment I need to buy, I know how to use it day one, and I can get some of the things built that I want to build.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for backstory, before we came up backstage, Glick and I were talking, and I was just like, dude, I'm getting run ragged. I feel like, because I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I hate being a stay-at-home dad. I love my kids. I absolutely love my kids.
Yeah, I've done it, buddy.
But it's sucking the ever-loving life out of me. My whole every day, all day, I have chores and kids. And then as soon as the kids get home, the chores that I just finished need done again because they ruined the fucking house. So I got to do chores again. My wife gets home and I'm not digging her or nothing, but she's tired. So she's not going to help out with this shit. She's just going to help out with the kids. And I'm going to go get my fucking chores done so the house doesn't look like a disaster. And when I'm not OCD, but when shit is super disorganized or there's dirt all over the fucking floor, or I'm walking around my house, which has hardwood floors, and I'm stepping on food crumbs, I lose my fucking mind. I go ape shit. So I have to fucking do this shit. It makes me so fucking anxious. And it'll put myself into this big fucking tizzy and end up having to go outside and chill out for a minute. And everyone's like, why is Dad so upset? Well, Dad's done the same chore 4 times today.
Yeah. Oh,
I've cleaned the same fucking thing 4 times a day. Dad doesn't go to work. Dad doesn't do this. And I told Glick before the show, I was like, dude, I just want to go get lost in the woods for like a week and not have to listen to anybody other than myself.
Hey, I get it. I've stayed on that for 11 years.
Yeah, you find yourself in a rut, and this is something that Nikki and I have been talking about lately, because she doesn't do much. She works on the weekends, and then during the week she's here at the house, and she doesn't get out much. And I go to work and I come home and I do this most every day of the week, and it's like, man, I got to get out of this house. I want to go do something, and she does too, of course. And that's how it used to be in the past for me. It was like, I would go to work and I would come home, and I would go to work and then I would come home, and then I would go to work and I would come home, and it was like, I got to get out of this freaking house, because your house almost becomes a prison.
Yes.
It's not a home anymore. It's like it's a prison. We got to be able to get out and get away and I'm not saying like disappear for a week, but you got to be able to like
even to go to a restaurant.
Nah.
No, and I know what you're saying, but what Glick's trying, correct me if I'm wrong, but Glick's what he's saying is like, even that break of monotony of doing the same old rut every day, that's a big deal. It's like, you guys pick on me all the time because I don't leave my house. I don't want to leave my house. But after a while, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's time to go do something. And, we'll go, like, I took kids bowling the other day just because I was like, fuck it, let's go bowling. Plus, they just opened a bowling alley here, and I was like, I want to go bowling. But
Kiro Bolo.
but I'm at the point like, we did that. I'm good for another 6 months. I don't need to go nowhere.
Yeah.
But like usually, like when the wife's here and money's flowing in, on the weekends, oh my God, dude, we go to the mall. I've just lost 15, 20 grand right there because I'll buy everything I see. I'm terrible about it.
Impulse buying is fun.
And the malls here, they were having it was like they call it Bien Fin, which is good weekend. It's basically Black Friday, but it lasts 4 days. And we went out and we went out, and I didn't realize it was Bien Fin. And we got to the mall and everything was on sale, like 60% off. We're like, I'll take 1 of those, 2 of those, and 6 of those. And, and then next we're going out to the car and I got 14 bags with shit. I'm like, what did we just buy? I blacked out. I don't remember. I don't know, but we just spent 15 grand, You know.
Yeah, that's me. That's me at gun stores.
Yeah. So, like, it's a good thing they don't.
Nikki got mad at me because I brought home 2 500 round boxes of 5.56 green tip. She's like, "Do we have an AR-15? Do we have anything that's chambered in 5.56? Period." I was like, "No, not yet." She's like, "Then why the fuck do we have 1,000 rounds of 5.56 green tip?" I was like, "Because we're gonna have it. That's
the
why."
Same reason Jeff.
I want to be ready when we
the
get
same
it.
reason Jeff brought a slicer program before he bought a 3D printer. So he's prepared.
No, and you know where I was saying like falling into the rut and whatnot. It's not necessarily getting out of the house. Like I did. It is nice to get out of the house with the family, but sometimes like you just got to go do something by yourself that you enjoy. And Jeff's a pain in the ass, and apparently he hates every fucking thing. So this is I might as well talk to the wall behind me before I.
That's not true. That's not true. I can go to Home Depot, and you want to talk about a calm come over you? Oh.
Until somebody bumps into you.
Yeah.
Well, then I burn down the store.
yeah, okay.
Another one. Yeah. No, but like if I go like
Find a new Home
the only time I'm allowed to go to a Home Depot is when my wife takes my card. She's like, "Yeah, you're not going in there with a card because you'll just." I'm the asshole. I walk in there like, "I'll take it all. Load it up." You know, can you guys deliver? You know,
you bought a $1,500 skill saw, and it's a skill saw.
You do have 3 of them. Yeah, but this one has the laser on it.
This one's programmable for timing.
Yeah, this one has a cutoff. Yeah, no, but it's like, I don't mind going out. Like every once in a while, when the wife's home and stuff, I'm like, you know what? I'm going out to eat. And she's like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, no. That's not what I said. I said I'm going out to eat, and I'll go to IHOP by myself.
Yeah,
that's a nice little, you know, because for me, being the American that I am, I eat a lot of Mexican food, like a lot, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you walk into an IHOP and you got pancakes and you got coffee, and you know, it's like
happy Jeff.
And then of course, you know, it's right across from the Walmart that all the tourists go to. So I'm like, look, fat Americans. Hi.
I'm one of you, but I'm also not.
Yeah, I talk to you, but you're people, and I don't talk to people. It's
no soy blanco.
But no, I like going out. I just don't like dealing with people. Like when we go to the mall, like I don't go to the mall on a Sunday. Oh God. 5,000 people in a place that 50,000 people in a place that's built for like 10,000. Nope, I'm out.
Not going for anywhere.
Where somebody get hurt. Weekend. Yeah. So like if I go out, being that I work from home and I can kind of set my own schedule, I'm like, it's Wednesday. Let's go to the fucking mall. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to work till noon tomorrow. So it's like,
yeah. See, I think that going during the week, during the day, is sometimes a little different. But my overwhelming hatred for being around other people that I don't know prevents me from even taking that step. I would rather just go out into my own backyard and just be outside for a minute and just.
Oh, trust me, buddy. If there was a gun range here, I'd be there daily.
Oh my God! I
that $15,000 that I spend on the weekend. Yeah, that's going to
ammunition, buddy.
Like so,
I can't fucking handle the people and being out in that. I can't. It makes my stress and my anxiety worse.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Baby steps, buddy.
Yeah,
it's little by little. You know, I'm telling you, 6 a.m. on a Monday, there's nobody in that mall. That's
the mall opens at 6.
No, I'm just saying the mall walkers are there. I can mow down a fucking group of old people. I ain't worried. But
the mall's like, closed. Jeff's been in here since 3 a.m.
What? I have to leave? No, actually, on during the week, the mall opens at like 10 o'clock, and nobody's there. From 10 till noon, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's at work and shit like that. So that's when I go because there's no people. You get if you see me there on a Saturday, it's because I really need whatever I'm there to buy. But I'm in and out in 5 minutes or less.
So yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of those jogger strollers because Kennedy's about to be home with me again. Think about getting one of those jogger strollers so I can take it to the fucking park out in like a half hour away, almost 45 minutes away, just so that I can go be out in quiet.
You know what you do? You know what would be a good thing? It's not. Get you
Chewing
one of those
on a hollow
bicycles.
Oh shit!
Well, hey, let me tell you, I got one picked out.
Calm down, Jiravishi.
No, but
Don't talk about it. Be about it. All right.
Don't worry, I will. If I ever get there, I won't say a fucking word. But you know, it's something you might look into. Have you ever seen those trailers that hook up to a bicycle? Throw your kids in the back and go for a pedal, man.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Won't do it in my neighborhood, but yeah.
Well, yeah, you load it up in the car, or truck, or whatever. Take it to a good.
You see me riding around on a bicycle with
unload that shit. Yeah.
All three of my kids in back, and then I've got
you give the kids MP5s and be like, okay, you walk. I'm gonna pedal.
All right, the boys get the 9mm. Kennedy gets a 380, and I'm riding around with an AR-10 on my chest. Oh, this is such a nice day. I wonder why everyone's staring at me. Say something. Say something.
Look at us funny. I dare you. The youngest one's trigger happy. I'm just saying.
She just got strong enough to pull the hammer back. Try it.
Yeah.
What the hell? Where the hell do you live? Pakistan? Fucking Ukraine? Yeah, like
in the ghetto. He live in the ghetto. It's the normal.
We've had shots fired on our street 4 times in the last month and a half.
You know the way to fix that. Buddy.
Start shooting back.
Say on air, why? Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth.
Listen,
because that'd be me.
There's a reason I've taken Nikki to the range a few times.
Yeah.
You shoot, I shoot. Yeah. You shoot, I shoot. You shoot, we shoot at the same time. It's a new Dr. Seuss book called I shoot, you shoot, we shoot, who shoot. Also
known as Fuck Around and Find Out.
Authored by Ted Cruz.
The couple that shoots together stays together.
Illustrated by Dick Cheney.
Check your TikTok for Wednesday. I sent you a video. You talked about that girl that stole her mom's car and drove to Starbucks. Dashcam video has been released.
Nice.
I sent you the dashcam video. I thought that was funny. She's literally all over the road, man. She can't keep that thing straight for fucking nothing. She changes lanes like this. But
was that Robinson?
They didn't. Flash lights at her, nothing to make her nervous. They just let her continue to drive.
Well, have we got any other topics before the end of the night?
No, I think I'm done. There you go, man.
You don't even go here in the first place.
I know.
He doesn't usually live here, but he saw me and he was like, I can't say no. Oh my God. Look at how pretty he is.
I feel bad for him with his leg. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
You know, the good news I guess the bad news for you, Jeff, is you don't get to lift anybody's legs in the air when we're doing that.
I know.
It's one.
If only.
Just nubs. Just nubs.
That reminds me, you and I, off air, we need to talk. I found a couple of things you might like.
Me?
Yeah. I got something
Sounds
for you.
wrong.
For your business. Nothing you got to buy for me or anything.
I don't like
telling
things
you-
or people.
I'm telling you, this is something you're gonna want.
That's not true. I actually love
I'm gonna
things.
send you a link.
Specifically,
I
things
think
that
I think that is something that both of you guys need to really start to consider working on. And we're not gonna call it a hatred towards people. We're gonna call a spade here because it is Monday night. And I say this as somebody who has dealt with it and still continues to deal with it.
suck
It's
my
not a
dick.
hatred
All
towards
right,
people
end of that talk.
that you guys have. No, you guys have, and this is just an educational guess because I'm not a doctor. You guys have severe social anxiety, and that's why you say,
Oh yeah,
you try to
100%.
mask it. I hate people. No, you have social anxiety, and I totally get that because
All right, listen
it
here,
wasn't
douche
until
twat.
Where it's because of what we've done for a living in the past. Ask Connor. Hold on. I'm gonna ask Connor. We did not rehearse this. Connor, when you go out, you got your head on a swivel?
Yes,
24/7.
every day, all day.
Yeah, so do I. You know what? We've all done and
Yeah,
been a part of things. You know, I've probably done just as bad, if not worse, things than you guys did in the military in the streets.
Sure you did. I'll never.
Worst
I
thing
will,
Jeff
I
did was
will
participate.
never have a pissing
I
match
do the same
about
thing.
trauma.
I do the same thing. I'm with you guys. I'm not gonna go down this road with you guys. This is one of the biggest problem I have with military guys, and I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying in general, is they think that they're the only ones who have gone through anything or seen anything, or have because they were in the military. You're not. There's police officers. There's first responders who've never been in the military, who have probably, a good number of people who have probably seen. A fireman, Rich, I know he was a fireman in the Air Force, but he was a fireman in his civilian life too. I'm sure he's seen some pretty terrible things. I know my uncle, both of my uncles, my one uncle never in the military. He was a firefighter / EMT for like 2 decades, maybe a little bit longer. And I know he has been a part of some terrible, terrible things. He's seen and witnessed. So, yes, there is that trauma there. Everybody has a story. Everybody has, a backstory. I don't think being in the military makes it worse or than anybody else. But, and I say this about this social anxiety because I've dealt with it most of my life. And I do the same thing. I'm constantly, my head's on a swivel. When we go out to restaurants and stuff like that, I sit in a particular spot. I know my exits. I know my surroundings. You know what I mean? Like when I walk into an environment that I'm not familiar with, I get uneasy.
Right.
But that's a part of anxiety in general, not just it is a side effect of trauma. We'll call it that. But it's more the social anxiety level or an anxiety. And it's baby steps, man. I've told you guys before, I hated going into like a restaurant or something like that. There was one time when I was living down in Charleston and my ex-wife and the kids came back home to visit. I literally drove around in my car for 3 hours trying to figure out what I wanted to do for dinner because I did not want to go I didn't want to go to a restaurant because people were going to be inside. I didn't want to go through a drive-through because I would have to talk to people or there might be people in the drive-through. And I just wound up going home and eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because my anxiety was so ridiculous. So, I mean, I think that's something that you guys should definitely start to work on. I mean, I understand the crutch. I hate people. I used to be the same way. I was the exact same way. I hate everybody. I'm not going out in public. It was a mask that I put on so people weren't like, oh, pussy. Not that you guys are pussies, but that's how I felt people would look at me. If I said, no, I don't want to go outside because I don't want to go to a restaurant because I'm terrified of having an anxiety attack and looking like a fool,
I'm never afraid of looking like a fool. I've established.
It was just so much easier for me to go, No, I don't like people. I'm not going out in public. And baby steps. Like we told John Connor, baby steps. You're not gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Lollapalooza this weekend.
Not going there.
But what in the hell? But yeah, the I've been there, man. I've been there a lot. I was there for many years with that. I hate people. I'm all surly and shit.
However you want to. I don't. Let me rephrase. I don't hate people. I have a genuine love for people. Genuinely, my fellow man is that which I wish that I could protect and assist to move forward. But I know that I don't know everybody. And that makes me uncomfortable on so many levels. You can call it social anxiety. You can call it PTSD. You can call it just being fucked up. I don't care. Not liking people. I have a disdain for being around people that I don't know because I understand, like most people, I understand the evil that they can do. And for some reason that consumes me. And I've kind of given up on trying to tough it out, you know? And at this point, I avoid the situations that I know put me in a different headspace.
Yeah.
And if I'm there and I don't want to be, I have medication that can help me if and when I have an anxiety attack, because it happens. I've tried the therapy, I've taken the meds. I've been sitting here for the last 6 fucking years, or however long it's been, 4 years rather. And I'm over putting in the extra effort to try and show people that I love them. If you want to get to know me, let's get to know each other, and then we can be buddies. But I'm not going to go out and intentionally put myself in situations that make me uncomfortable. And I know that it ends poorly for me on the back end every single time. And then my family deals with the consequences.
Right.
And
not saying put yourself in situations. That's why I said that. Baby steps. You know, like there's a part of me that I'm very hesitant and weary with people as well when I'm out in public. You know, I totally understand that.
Yeah,
and
I think most people do,
because that's part of because of the society that we live in today. People's crazy, and I'm going to use this term as loosely as I possibly can with what I'm about to say here. People's crazy is literally on display. Like it's a badge of honor if somebody, you know, like a few years back, you know, and I think it still happens in New York. I think it was New York, the knockout game. Like people will blatantly do things to hurt others and have no care in the world about it. Or with as bold and brazen as criminals are today. I totally understand that fear of people, but
kind of like
you can't let
that happened very recently.
You can't let fear and anxiety control your life, and I guess that's one of the things I had to learn, and it took me a while to figure that out. Like I can't let my anxiety or my fear of the outside world dictate my life. I have to rein it in, and I can only control what I can control at the end of the day. If something bad's, I mean, somebody could walk up on me right now here on my porch, but I'm not going to sit here on my porch and worry about it. You know, I'll cross that. Too many unknowns, so to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but
I don't think that.
You know,
and I'll keep it completely truthful and honest. I don't think that I'm the only person in the fucking world, and I'm not too ignorant to believe that I'm the only person in the world who deals with this.
Oh no,
on a constant basis.
No.
And I think that there are plenty of people who have just pushed through it, or they got the therapy and they did all the things, and you know, they followed the list and the education to the T, and over time they baby stepped their way into it. And I don't have the fucking energy for that shit anymore. I try not to complain too much about it. I really try not to. If my wife says, "Hey, we're going here, we're going to the grocery store," I'm just like, all right, like I assume that we have shit to get done. The only thing I ask is like, we've got a list. We go in, we get the fucking list, and we leave. We don't sit there and fucking look for 1,000 different things that aren't on the fucking list. Like we go in with a plan and we fucking leave.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll take my meds.
Before
Before we even go in. Before we even go in, I'll take the meds, knowing that it's going to keep me a little bit more calm. Things aren't going to be as big of a deal to me when they happen. But when I don't take that, or when I'm pushed into a situation that I'm not ready for, or I'm not comfortable with, it's just something that's out of my control. So I just avoid it. And, and I've had enough therapists tell me that, avoiding the problem never helps, but I don't have problems when I'm not in those situations. So I think it's doing fucking great.
Yeah, well, I can attest to that.
I don't have problems sitting here all alone.
It can absolutely 100% wear you down. And you're still young, Connor. That's the thing. You're what, 25, 26? You got a lot of life left, man. You got a lot of life left. And
that's
much
something
like
I've mentioned to Connor in the past. Connor sent me a couple videos, messages, and he's like, dude, I'm going through it. I'm like, give it time, because I was in his same boat when I first got out, and like things he says, he'll message me, and I'm like, I know exactly where his head is right now. And it's taken me years to get to the point where I am now.
And you're pretty fucking terrible now.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm better or anything, but
no.
There's still times. No, but I'm saying there's times where, and I don't hate people, I just don't like crowds.
Yeah.
Jeff's also quick to shut down and just change the subject. This one thing I know about Jeff more than anything is he'll shut you down and change the subject real quick and in a hurry. He don't like to open up and be real.
He's
it took me a while. And much like we've talked about before, we talked about it with John, we talked about it with Jarvis. It's nothing that's going to happen overnight, but you have.
Also, I'm not the next Jarvis just because I'm a little low on this. Fuck you.
No.
I can hear it already. I know it's coming. Listen, Jarvis.
And I'm talking to Jeff. I'm talking to Jeff too. I'm saying like we had this. Like you have to make the conscious decision to go, okay, I want to start working on these things. And I think you both know that. I mean, like I said, I had to have I was down and out and I was below rock bottom, and I had to have that conversation with myself. I was absolutely miserable. I hated who I was. I hated everything about me. I hated my life. I hated where I was. And it was a drunken stupor one night, and I sat down and I literally had this conversation with myself. If anybody else would have been in the house with me, they probably would have thought I was stark raving mad lunatic, because I was literally talking out loud. I was crying, I was yelling, I was screaming. Like I was at the lowest I'd ever been in my life, and I had to have this conversation. Like, nobody can fix you but you, buddy. Like, you've been knocked down time and time and time again, but you always get back up. This is not going to be that time where you don't get back up. And I mean, there was a literal audio conversation with myself. And that's when I started, and it was baby steps, and I'm still not perfect by no means. I've still got a long way to go, but I mean,
and you're fucking 50.
Huh?
No, it's,
but
yeah,
but it was that decision on my own. And I don't think Jeff's had that moment yet, obviously. And Connor, like I said, man, you're so young. I would hate for you to spend the next 40 years, 50 years, whatever it is, dealing with this crap. You probably got a good 50 years in you, I think, at least. I'll give you till 75-ish.
Oh, good call.
I got you.
Wow, it's good to see people are still out there playing their stupid games.
Saw that one coming.
Yeah.
But what the fuck? I'm confused.
People must be.
Yeah, I find that's something.
And of course, right after we see that, then Glick shows his plumber crack.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Well. I will.
How low do you have to be to steal somebody else's image just to show your butthole? I mean,
it's funny. It's funny that hasn't happened in a while, and it's funny that hasn't happened in quite some time. And I mentioned somebody's name Saturday night, and look what happens again.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
Fucking wow! Do it on a Monday night too. Fuck.
Funny how that works. That is the perfect example of why I don't like people. Because people like that, you're in the same room with me, and that happens. Jail.
I don't know why. That just made me really, really fucking mad.
Right? I'm fuming right now. I'm like my neighbors need to go lock their doors. Kind of mad. Like
that made me very upset, and I don't know why. That fucking.
I don't either. It's one of those things that. Do I come onto your shit, whatever show, and do that to you? No, because I have a fucking life. You low down piece of shit.
I won't.
Whoever that was. I will.
No, I never mind. Don't worry about it.
At the end of the day, how?
You know what? We're coming up on 2 hours. What a great way to end this fucking show.
Yeah. No, but like I said,
By the way, wipe your ass.
I think that was a pre-recorded.
Try to get back up. Yeah, it was a pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's funny how I bring up somebody's name on Saturday and then look what happens.
I'm
what is it? Jacko Willick? Yes, Jacko Underground. Oh, I'll have to check that out.
But
I got bigger.
Jacko Underground. Yeah, like I said, I think ultimately, and I'll continue to say that, as we have these conversations and stuff. Ultimately, the decision to get better and be better, find a better version of you, however you want to look at it, ultimately comes down to you. It doesn't matter how many doctors you go to, how many prescriptions you have, how many friends you have, or anything like that. Ultimately, it comes down to, and that's what I said. That was one of those things where also made me and started pushing me in the direction of, I don't want toxic people around me. I don't want the toxicity. I don't want the drama. I don't want the crap. I don't want all the BS. Like, I keep surrounding myself with as much good as I possibly can. And if that means that I have to swallow my pride every once in a while, whether people like it or not, I don't know, Jeff.
Oh, no. Read the whole thing.
If
It gives instructions.
Oh.
Yeah. That's my new toy. I can track IP
Nice.
addresses now and track people down if
Nice.
I want to. So keep playing games, whoever you are.
Yeah. If that means that I have to swallow my pride and move on from a situation, then so be it. Nobody gets to decide whether I'm in the right or wrong. Only I can decide that. And if I make a decision to swallow my pride and it comes back and kicks me in the ass, well, then that's something that I got to deal with, again. But it was, and I'm telling you, since I made those decisions and I started making those moves, I have far less bad days now than I used to have. Even like when say something at work would happen, I would dwell on that shit for weeks. Now it's like, yeah, I leave work. When I clock out, I don't even think about it. I'm like, that sucked. That fucking happened. Or that person drove me crazy. But I'm clocked out and I'm leaving it behind. And then I come in the next morning and it's a new day.
Right.
It's a new day and time for another new adventure. What can we get into today? It's like, I have to take the trash dumpsters out at work. And last week, there's this homeless guy who started going through our dumpsters as I'm bringing them out. And I came around in the forklift, and he got freaked out. And I'm like, hey, man, you're good. I don't care what you're doing or why you're doing it. All I ask is please don't make a mess and close my lids. He's like, oh, for real? Like, you're not going to call the cops or anything? I'm like, and it looks like you got enough problems in your life. Yeah, it was like, you got enough problems in your life. Why the hell am I going to add more to your, add more? And today we actually, we're actually getting ready to wrap up Noel. So you might have to hit us up on Saturday. But then today we actually had like a little 5-minute little conversation, chit-chatted with the guy a little bit, So, I mean, just shooting the shit, nothing serious or anything like that. I didn't even catch his name. Just took time to kind of bullshit with him a little bit, But, it's like, no, I'm not. You clearly have a lot going on in your life, brother. I'm not going to add anything more to your life that's going to cause you headaches.
God love.
Yeah. No, I just truly want to be a better person. I want to be a better version than I've ever been. I think you guys do too. It's just going through the struggle at the end of the day. Not that you guys are bad people, obviously. Not that you're bad people, but
I mean, if our pre-show was recorded, then people might think otherwise.
No, I don't think so. I think our pre-show conversation, I think our backstage conversation, I think most people would agree with us 100% justification and justified. And
all right.
I mean, outside of you nuking France for no apparent reason. But
why would you do that?
That's Italy.
That's Italian with a French accent.
No, we are going to get ready and wrap up here. We're at that 2-hour mark. I do want to say thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I don't know what's going on tomorrow night on Glick's House of Music, or if there will be a Glick's House of Music. Unfortunately, Jay Valor had to reschedule. He'll be on next Tuesday. He's literally getting on a plane tomorrow, flying to Vegas, getting off the plane, and hitting the stage. So he had to reschedule. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just get on there and, play a little bit of music or, something. I don't know what I'll do. Or I just won't do anything. We'll see what happens. We'll have to wait and see what happens at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. But I don't even know if I want to put together. Man, yeah, I don't want to even. Yeah, that's a lot of work. I don't have time for that. I was gonna say I can try to put together like a best of and clip it all together and mash it together. But yeah, that's a lot of work.
It does sound like a lot of work.
You too, Rich.
But it's just like Vegas. Guys, have a good one, Rich. Appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate everybody being here. Everybody in the chatters box, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will be back next Monday with a brand new episode. But in the meantime, check out the rest of the network. As you know, Mondays is Men Caring for Men. Tuesdays is Glick's House of Music. I'm hanging out doing interviews with up-and-coming local artists. Wednesdays is What the Fuck News. If it's in the news and it makes us say what the fuck, Jeff and I are going to talk about it. This Thursday, we will actually have a brand new episode of Cash's Corner. My son and I will be sitting down talking a little wrestling because that's what we do. I thought there was something else I was going to do. Oh, yeah. Also, possibly Thursday night, I'll have to wait and see. I will be on another Shot podcast. We'll be talking football, college football, NFL. You guys can go check those guys out. Another Shot podcast. Those are our boys doing their thing over there. Will and Steve. But outside of that, Cash's Corner. Fridays is Nonsense and Chill. Is that what you guys are calling it? Do you guys have a part 2 coming up this Friday, Jeff?
Yeah, we got part 2. We need to edit on Thursday, and then it'll be posted on Friday.
Okay, so it'll be a pre-recorded show, guys. You can chat. It'll go up
We are
live.
going to
but
have
it
a
is
couple of
pre-recorded.
live
You
ones.
can chat.
We're gonna have a couple live ones as well.
Yeah.
We're just
Okay.
working on it.
Well, if you want to drop some chat,
I
in the
gotta
chat box,
dip,
you're
guys.
more
I'm
than
sorry.
welcome to. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's like anarchy at his house.